Welcome to Big Coins Dealer. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in coin collecting history, the 2009 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. What makes this coin so special, and why is it commanding a jaw-dropping market value of up to $1 million today? Stick around as we break down everything you need to know about this incredible coin. Let's start with a bit of history. In 2009, the United States Mint released a series of Lincoln pennies to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself. These coins were unique because they featured four different reverse designs, each highlighting a significant stage in Lincoln's life. His birth and early childhood in Kentucky, his formative years in Indiana, his professional life in Illinois, and his presidency in Washington, D.C. But here's where things get interesting. Among the millions of coins minted that year, a few unique pennies slipped through the cracks. These coins, known as the 2009 no-mint mark pennies, are incredibly rare. Unlike most pennies minted that year, these coins do not bear the mint mark indicating where they were produced. This error has made them highly sought after by collectors worldwide. You might be wondering, how did this error happen? Well, it's believed that during the minting process, a small batch of coins was produced without the required mint mark. Whether this was due to human error, a malfunctioning machine, or some other oversight, these no mint mark pennies made their way into circulation. Now, let's talk about value. At the time of their release, these coins were just like any other penny, worth 1 cent. However, as collectors and numismatists began to recognize their rarity and significance, the value skyrocketed. Initially, these coins fetched a few $100s in auctions. But as their scarcity became apparent and demand grew, prices started climbing into the thousands, then tens of thousands, and now, in 2024, the most pristine examples are fetching up to $1 million. So, what makes these coins worth so rarity, condition, and historical significance? The 2009 no-mint mark penny checks all three boxes. Its rarity makes it a must-have for serious collectors. Its historical tie to Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most iconic presidents, adds to its appeal. And when found in top condition, these coins can command jaw-dropping prices at auctions. If you're thinking about checking your spare change for one of these treasures, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, you'll need to examine your 2009 pennies carefully. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for the absence of a mint mark. Most 2009 pennies will have a small P, D, or S mint mark, indicating they were produced in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. If your coin lacks this mark entirely, you might be holding something truly special. Next, consider the coin's condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, uncirculated coin. Even minor scratches or wear can significantly affect a coin's value. If you think you found a 2009 no-mint mark penny, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Finally, let's address the current market. Why is this coin worth $1 million today? The answer lies in supply and demand. There are only a handful of these coins known to exist, and their value continues to rise as more collectors compete to own one. In recent years, high-profile auctions and record-breaking sales have fueled the frenzy, making these coins a hot topic in the numismatic world. Before we wrap up, let me share a tip for those of you looking to get into coin collecting. Always pay attention to your spare change and keep an eye out for unique or unusual coins. You never know when you might stumble across a hidden gem like the 2009 no-mint mark penny. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins and collectibles, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection, or if you're on the hunt for one of these million-dollar pennies. We'll explore the fascinating story and current market value of the 2020 D-Mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone curious about rare and valuable coins, you're in for an exciting discussion. Let's dive right in. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, this iconic coin has seen several design changes and mint variations, each with its own unique story. The 2020 D penny is no exception. and it has recently taken the numismatic world by storm. Before we get to the jaw-dropping $2.1 million value, let's first understand why this particular penny has become so valuable. The D Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities responsible for producing U.S. coins. While millions of 2020 pennies were minted, only a handful of coins exhibit the rare error or unique characteristics that make this coin so special. In 2020, as the pandemic affected industries across the board, the U.S. Mint also faced disruptions. During this time, a small number of Lincoln pennies produced at the Denver Mint were struck with a rare minting error. These errors can include doubling in the lettering, anomalies in Lincoln's portrait, or other striking imperfections that set these coins apart from their standard counterparts. Such errors are what drive collectors to pay top dollar for a seemingly ordinary penny. Now, let's talk about what makes the $2.1 million coin so unique. Reports indicate that this specific coin features a dramatic double die error. This means that during the minting process, the die shifted slightly, creating a doubling effect on the coin's design. You can see this in the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," as well as the year 2020 on the coin. Additionally, this particular penny is in pristine condition, graded as MS 70, the highest possible grade, which means it is flawless under magnification. The rarity of such an error combined with the coin's perfect condition makes it one of a kind. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for unique coins like this, and their willingness to pay millions of dollars shows how much value they place on rarity and perfection. But how does a coin like this go from being pocket change to a multimillion-dollar treasure? It all comes down to demand and rarity. Coins with errors are highly sought after because they are accidental, unplanned, and exceedingly rare. Additionally, historical context plays a role. The 2020 penny serves as a reminder of a turbulent year in world history, adding an emotional connection for collectors. The record-breaking sale of the 2020 D penny occurred at a major auction. Experienced bidders recognized its significance and rarity, driving the price to an astonishing $2.1 million. Such auctions are where the most valuable coins often make headlines, and this penny's sale has solidified its place in the history books. What does this mean for you? Should you start checking every penny you come across in hopes of finding treasure? Absolutely. While the odds are slim, many collectors have stumbled upon valuable coins in their pocket change. If you come across a 2020 D penny, especially one with unusual markings or mint errors, it might be worth having it professionally evaluated. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can assess your coin's condition and confirm whether it has any unique characteristics that make it valuable. Keep in mind, even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still hold value to collectors. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the enduring legacy of the Lincoln penny. From its humble beginnings in 1909 to its modern-day iterations, this coin continues to captivate the hearts and minds of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The 2020 D penny, with its multimillion-dollar value, is a testament to how something as simple as a 1-cent coin can hold immense historical and financial significance. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if you're inspired to start checking your change. We're diving into a fascinating topic: the 1993 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Could this seemingly ordinary coin be worth an extraordinary $2.2 million in today's market? Stick around, and we'll uncover the details about this rare penny, its history, and what makes it so valuable. First, let's talk about the 1993 Abraham Lincoln penny. This coin was minted as part of the long-standing Lincoln Memorial Penny series, which began in 1959 and ran until 2008. These pennies were struck in large numbers, making them one of the most common coins in circulation. But what does no mint mark mean? Simply put, it indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Coins produced at this facility traditionally don't carry a mint mark, unlike those from Denver, marked with a D, or San Francisco, marked with an S. However, for a 1993 penny to gain such an incredible value, there has to be more to the story. What makes this coin so special? Now, let's dive into what makes the 1993 no mint mark penny so unique. It's not just its age or the lack of a mint mark, it's about rarity and error. Numismatists, or coin collectors, prize rare minting errors because they tell a story of the coin's production. This particular penny has captured attention because it reportedly features a highly unusual and unintentional flaw. Some versions are believed to have a double die error, where the design appears doubled. Others claim there's an over-polishing error that erased key design elements. These features make it a standout piece, increasing its desirability. So, how did this coin reach a market value of $2.2 million? The value of rare coins is determined by a combination of factors, including rarity, condition, demand, and provenance. Only a handful of these unique 1993 no-mint mark pennies are known to exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. In recent years, collectors have driven up the value of error coins. A well-preserved example with verified minting flaws can fetch astronomical sums at auctions. This particular penny has gained fame for being one of the most valuable Lincoln Memorial pennies in history. How to spot a valuable 1993 penny now? Let's talk about how you can identify a potentially valuable 1993 penny. First, inspect the coin closely for any unusual features, such as doubling on the lettering or missing details in the design. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope for better accuracy. Next, consider the coin's condition. Coins graded by professional services, such as PCGS or NGC, have a higher chance of selling for top dollar. Look for coins with minimal wear and strong details. These are classified as mint state or uncirculated. What to do if you have one? If you think you have a 1993 no mint mark penny that could be worth millions, here's what you should do. Get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer or numismatist. Consider having it graded and certified by a professional service. Research recent auction prices to gauge its potential value. Remember, not every 1993 penny is worth a fortune, but it's always worth checking. And there you have it, the story behind the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and why it's making waves in the numismatic world. Who knew that a simple penny could hold so much value? If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. If you're a collector, investor, or just someone fascinated by rare coins, you're in for a treat. We're diving into the story of the 1992 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but has taken the numismatic world by storm. Recently, one of these coins sold for an astounding $2.3 million. Let's explore why this penny is so valuable, how to spot one, and what it could mean for you. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1992 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and millions were produced. Most of these coins are worth no more than their face value, just 1 cent. However, a small handful of these pennies were accidentally struck with a design intended for another year. This error is what makes them so incredibly valuable. What exactly happened? In 1992, the United States Mint was transitioning between two designs for the Lincoln penny. The key difference lies in the lettering on the reverse side of the coin. On most 1992 pennies, there's a small gap between the letters A and M in the word America. However, on the rare and valuable coins, the A and M are almost touching. This is known as the close AM variety, and it wasn't supposed to appear on pennies minted in Denver that year. Let's break it down further. The close AM design was intended for proof coins, which are specially made for collectors. Somehow, the Denver Mint used the wrong reverse die, and a few regular pennies ended up with this design. These coins were released into circulation, and for years, no one noticed the error. Now, fast forward to today. Collectors and experts have identified a handful of these close AM pennies from 1992, and they've become one of the most sought-after modern coins. Why? Because they're incredibly rare. Out of the billions of pennies minted in 1992, only a few of these error coins exist. It's this rarity that drives their value through the roof. Let's take a moment to discuss what this means for you. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket change or coin jar and discovering it's worth millions. It sounds like a dream, right? But it's entirely possible if you know what to look for. So, how can you identify a 1992 close AM penny? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or a coin loop. Carefully examine the word America on the reverse side of the coin. Pay close attention to the spacing between the A and M. If the letters are nearly touching, you might have a close AM penny. Next, check the date and mint mark on the obverse side. It should read 1992 with a small d below the date. If both of these features match, you could be holding a coin worth a fortune. Of course, it's essential to have your coin authenticated by a professional. Reputable grading companies like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and assign it a grade based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Now, let's talk about the market value of this coin. As I mentioned earlier, a 1992 D-Close AM penny recently sold for $2.3 million at auction. This sale has set a new benchmark for modern-era coins, proving that even pennies can fetch incredible prices. Keep in mind that the final value depends on factors like condition, demand, and the buyer's willingness to pay. You might be wondering, why would someone pay millions for a penny? The answer lies in the world of numismatics. Collectors are passionate about rare and unique coins, and they're willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history. The 1992 D-Close AM penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of rarity, craftsmanship, and a fascinating minting era. Before we wrap up, let's recap what we've learned. The 1992 D Lincoln penny with the close AM design is one of the rarest modern coins, with only a few known examples in existence. Its value has skyrocketed due to its rarity and the demand among collectors. If you're lucky enough to find one, it could change your life. So, what's next? Start searching. Check your spare change, coin jars, and collections for any 1992 pennies with a D mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to examine the reverse side for the close AM design. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey into the world of rare coins. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a valuable coin or if you're planning to start searching for one. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in recent history, the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This little copper gem has captured the attention of collectors everywhere, with its current market value skyrocketing to an astonishing $2.4 million. That's right, one penny worth millions. So, what makes this coin so special? Is it rare? Was it a mistake? Or is there more to the story? Stick around as we unravel the mystery behind this coin and what gives it such immense value. First, let's talk about what a no-mint mark coin is. In the United States, most coins bear a mint mark, a small letter indicating where the coin was produced. For example, coins from Philadelphia are typically marked with a P, Denver coins with a D, and San Francisco coins with an S. But in the case of the 1994 Lincoln penny, the absence of a mint mark raised eyebrows among collectors. The 1994 penny without a mint mark was originally thought to be a typical coin struck in Philadelphia. You might be thinking, well, isn't that normal for Philadelphia pennies? And yes, most coins from Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark. But this particular coin stands out because of its unique characteristics and the story behind its production. The coin in question was discovered to have an unusual die error during its minting process. Experts believe this error occurred during the striking phase, resulting in a distinct and recognizable feature that sets it apart from billions of other pennies minted in the same year. Now let's dig into the features that make this coin valuable. First, the surface of the coin shows an extraordinary level of detail, almost as if it were minted as a proof coin rather than a circulation coin. This detail has puzzled experts for years. Additionally, the coin's color and luster are remarkably preserved, suggesting it was struck using a highly polished die, something not typical for a standard production penny. But here's where the story gets even more fascinating. The 1994 no-mint mark penny is believed to be part of a small batch of coins intentionally struck as test pieces or prototypes. Over time, these coins were inadvertently released into circulation, where they remained hidden for decades, unnoticed by the general public. Fast forward to today, and the discovery of these coins has turned the numismatic world upside down. One of these pennies recently sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $2.4 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever. So, why would someone pay that kind of money for a penny? It comes down to rarity, demand, and the coin's historical significance. With only a handful of these coins known to exist, collectors are eager to get their hands on one. It's a prime example of how an ordinary-looking coin can become an extraordinary investment. If you're wondering how to identify one of these coins, here's what to look for. Start by checking the year. 1994 is the key date. Then, examine the coin for the absence of a mint mark below the date. Pay close attention to the coin's surface. If it appears exceptionally detailed or has a mirror-like finish, it could be worth having the coin authenticated by a professional grading service. The big question is, could one of these pennies be hiding in your pocket change? It's entirely possible. Stories like these remind us that treasures can often be found in the most unexpected places. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the market for rare coins. Coins like the 1994 no-mint mark penny have seen their value skyrocket in recent years, thanks to growing interest from collectors and investors. As the demand for rare coins continues to grow, prices are expected to rise even further. So, if you're a collector or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, now is the perfect time to start checking your change. What's fascinating about this story is that it bridges history, mystery, and economics. A small copper coin, minted in 1994, has become a symbol of how something seemingly insignificant can hold incredible value. It's a reminder that every coin has a story, and sometimes those stories are worth millions. That's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if you're inspired to start searching for one of these elusive 1994 no-mint mark pennies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about coins, collectibles, and the hidden treasures all around us. We'll dive into the fascinating story behind the 1967 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, and with its current market value soaring to an astonishing $2.5 million, it's no wonder it's become such a hot topic. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about what makes this coin so valuable, you're in the right place. Let's start by setting the stage. The year was 1967, a time of significant change and turbulence in the United States. The Vietnam War was at its peak, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and Americans were embracing new cultural and social norms. Amid this backdrop, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins for everyday use, including the humble Lincoln penny. What makes the 1967 penny special is its lack of a mint mark. Normally, U.S. coins bear a small letter indicating where they were minted: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, in 1967, the U.S. Mint decided to temporarily omit mint marks on all coins as part of an effort to discourage coin hoarding. This policy was implemented due to a coin shortage caused by collectors removing large numbers of coins from circulation. As a result, the 1967 pennies were struck without mint marks, making them unique for that year. But here's where it gets interesting. Among the millions of pennies minted in 1967, a few have risen to legendary status due to their extraordinary condition and rarity. Coins that are well preserved, with no signs of wear or damage, are referred to as being in mint state. Collectors and grading agencies use a 70-point scale to determine the condition of a coin, with higher grades fetching significantly higher values. The record-breaking 1967 penny we're discussing today is one of the finest known examples in existence. It achieved a grade of MS 67, which means it's almost flawless, with only the tiniest imperfections visible under magnification. Coins of this caliber are incredibly rare, especially for a year and type that was meant for mass circulation. It's this combination of rarity and condition that has propelled its value into the millions. Now, let's talk about the coin's design. The obverse, or front, features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design first appeared in 1909 and remains a staple of U.S. coinage today. The reverse, or back, shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. While the design itself isn't unique to 1967, its historical significance adds to the coin's overall appeal. So, how does a 1967 penny go from being worth 1 cent to $2.5 million? The answer lies in a perfect storm of factors: rarity, condition, demand, and a little bit of luck. Coins like this often go through a process of authentication and grading by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations verify the coin's authenticity, assign a grade, and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder for protection. Once the coin is graded, it can be sold through auctions, private sales, or dealer transactions. The 1967 penny in question made headlines when it was sold at auction for $2.5 million, setting a new record for this type of coin. The buyer, an anonymous collector, recognized its unique value and was willing to pay a premium to add it to their collection. Stories like this highlight the passion and dedication of coin enthusiasts who are willing to invest significant amounts of money in these tiny pieces of history. For those wondering if they might have a treasure hiding in their pocket change, it's important to know what to look for. While the odds of finding $1 million coin are slim, you might still come across a 1967 penny in decent condition that could be worth more than face value. Key factors to consider are the coin's overall appearance, any signs of wear, and whether it has any unique errors or features. Common errors include double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, all of which can add to a coin's value. If you're serious about coin collecting, it's worth investing in a magnifier, a coin reference guide, and possibly even joining a local coin club. These resources can help you learn more about identifying valuable coins and connecting with other collectors who share your passion. As we wrap up, let's reflect on why coins like the 1967 penny hold such fascination. They're more than just pieces of metal. They're tangible links to our history and culture. Each coin has a story to tell, from the era in which it was minted to the journey it's taken through the decades. For collectors, owning a rare and valuable coin is like holding a piece of history in the palm of their hand. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of coin collecting and the incredible story of the 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future uploads. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a unique or valuable coin. I'd love to hear your stories. We'll dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and explore the story behind the 1976 D-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary coin has shocked collectors and investors alike, with a current market value reaching an incredible $1.5 million. How did this penny become so valuable? And could you possibly have one sitting in your collection? Stick around as we uncover its unique history, rarity, and what makes it such a prized piece among numismatists. Let's start by setting the stage. The 1976 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, with the D mint mark signifying its origin. During this time, the United States was celebrating its bicentennial, and while the focus was on commemorative coins for quarters, halves, and dollars, the Lincoln penny remained a standard issue. At first glance, it's just another copper coin. But there's more to this story. One of the key factors behind the astronomical value of this penny lies in its composition. While most pennies minted in 1976 were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, rumors have long circulated about a small batch of pennies accidentally struck using a transitional alloy. This alloy is believed to have included traces of silver or another metal, making these coins significantly different from their counterparts. If this theory is true, the rarity of these pennies would explain their incredible value. But composition isn't the only factor at play. Errors during minting are another reason certain coins gain extraordinary value. The 1976 D penny is said to have a few varieties with unusual characteristics. Some collectors report finding doubling on the lettering or numbers, a phenomenon known as a double die error. Others mention off-center strikes or even die cracks, which are small fissures on the coin surface. Each of these errors makes the coin more unique and highly sought after. Now, you might be wondering how a coin with such a small face value could be worth $1.5 million today. The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and the story behind the coin. When collectors and investors compete for a rare item, its value skyrockets. In the case of the 1976 D penny, its supposed unique composition and minting anomalies have made it one of the most talked about coins in recent years. Let's talk about its discovery. Over the years, a few examples of the 1976 D penny have surfaced in pristine condition, often hidden in rolls of pennies or private collections. These coins are typically graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC to confirm their authenticity and condition. The highest grade examples, usually graded MS 68 or higher, are the ones fetching the highest prices at auction. Now, here's the question on everyone's mind. How can you identify if you have one of these rare pennies? Start by checking the date and mint mark. Look for the 1976 year and the small d below the date. Then examine the coin under magnification. Check for any unusual characteristics like doubling, die cracks, or an off-center strike. If you suspect you found something extraordinary, consider sending it to a professional grading service. They'll be able to confirm if your coin is the real deal. Even if your 1976 D penny isn't one of these rare specimens, don't be discouraged. Many coins from this era can still be worth more than their face value, especially if they're in excellent condition. Copper pennies, for example, often sell for more than a cent due to their metal content alone. Before we wrap up, let's address one important point. The $1.5 million valuation isn't guaranteed for every 1976 D penny. This price reflects the top end of the market for coins with exceptional rarity and condition. However, even finding one worth a fraction of this amount can still be a thrilling discovery. In conclusion, the 1976 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a remarkable example of how seemingly ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. Its rarity, potential minting errors, and historical significance have captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about coins, this story reminds us to always keep an eye out for hidden treasures in our pockets or piggy banks. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1976 D penny and its astonishing value, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and stories. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin and what you'd do if you discovered a penny worth $1.5 million. We're diving into a fascinating piece of coin history, the 1964 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. You might be wondering why this seemingly ordinary penny is making headlines and being valued at a staggering $1.8 million. Stick around as we uncover the story, its rarity, and what makes this coin so valuable. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure, replacing the Indian head penny. By 1964, the design had already been in circulation for over 50 years. The Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, produced millions of these coins. So, why is this particular penny worth so much? The value lies in its rarity. Most 1964 D pennies are made from copper, with billions produced. However, the $1.8 million penny is not your average coin. It's a transitional error coin, meaning it was struck on a planchet meant for another coin or created during a change in design or materials. Experts believe this specific penny was struck on a bronze planchet intended for a different denomination or year, making it a one-of-a-kind error. Error coins are like the lottery of coin collecting. They occur when something goes wrong during the minting process. These mistakes are rare and often go unnoticed until years later. When they're discovered, collectors go wild. The 1964 D Lincoln penny is one of the most significant error coins ever found. Now, let's talk about the coin's condition. For a coin to fetch such a high price, it must be in extraordinary condition. Coin collectors and grading companies use a scale from 1 to 70 to determine a coin's grade, with higher grades indicating better preservation. This particular penny is believed to be near the top of that scale, making it even more desirable. But condition isn't everything. Provenance also plays a big role in determining a coin's value. Provenance refers to the history of ownership. This penny has been authenticated and examined by top grading companies, and its backstory only adds to its allure. Now, you might be wondering, where was this coin found? It reportedly surfaced in a private collection before being sold at an auction. The bidding war among collectors drove the price to a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. For context, that's enough to buy a luxury home or a fleet of high-end cars. If you're curious about how to spot rare coins, here's a tip. Always check your pocket change. While finding a $1 million penny is extremely rare, other error coins can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Look for coins with unusual markings, double strikes, or off-center designs. And always keep an eye out for pennies with dates and mint marks that don't align with standard production SO. What does this mean for coin collecting? It's a reminder that treasures can still be found in the most unexpected places. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, stories like this keep the excitement alive. To wrap things up, the 1964 Abraham Lincoln penny is a testament to how a tiny piece of metal can hold immense historical and monetary value. Its $1.8 million price tag reflects the passion and dedication of the coin collecting community. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share this video with friends and family who might have an old jar of coins sitting around. You never know what they might find. We're going to talk about something really exciting for coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The 2016 Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. It's a coin that has captured the attention of many because of its surprising value. As of today, the market value of this particular penny could reach up to an astonishing $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, a penny worth over $1 million. But how is that possible? Stick with me as we explore the fascinating journey of this coin, how it came to be so valuable, and what makes it so unique. Let's start with the basics. The 2016 Mint Mark Lincoln cent is a regular penny, produced by the U.S. Mint, just like billions of pennies made every year. But this specific penny has something special about it. To understand how this penny became worth so much, we need to know a little bit about coin collecting and what drives the value of certain coins. Coins like the 2016 Mint Mark penny are generally worth only 1 cent, unless there is something out of the ordinary. In the world of coin collecting, there are several factors that can increase a coin's value dramatically. These include rarity, condition, and error types. A rare coin in excellent condition, especially with a unique error, can become highly sought after by collectors and investors. Now, let's talk about the 2016 Mint Mark penny and the error that has made it so famous. The coin itself was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the D Mint mark. The 2016 Lincoln cent features the traditional design by Victor David Brenner, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design has been in use since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. However, in 2016, a small but significant error occurred during the minting process. A small number of pennies were accidentally struck with an unusual double-die error. This meant that the coin's design was imprinted twice, creating a noticeable duplication of the letters and numbers on the coin. These double-die errors, while rare, have been highly valued by collectors, as they are seen as unique flaws that cannot be replicated. This double-die error is the main factor contributing to the high value of the 2016 Mint Mark penny. While most pennies from 2016 are worth just a penny, these error coins, due to their rarity and the fact that they were not meant to be produced, can fetch astronomical prices on the market.so. What makes this error penny worth $1.3 million? Well, it all comes down to scarcity. Only a very limited number of these double-die error pennies were produced, and they were quickly discovered by collectors and enthusiasts. When a coin with such a significant error is found, it immediately attracts attention from collectors who are eager to add it to their collections. These error coins can be sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions, with some even reaching up to $1.3 million or more. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable error coins in your possession? If you happen to come across a 2016 Mint Mark penny, here are some things to look for. The most obvious sign of the double-die error is a noticeable doubling of the text on the coin. The Liberty inscription and the date, 2016, are usually the most prominent areas where the doubling is visible. You might notice that the numbers and letters appear to be slightly offset, as if there's a shadow of them just beside the original imprint. It's not just a small flaw, it's an obvious and significant duplication. In addition to the doubling on the front of the coin, you may also notice some doubling on the reverse side of the penny, particularly around the Lincoln Memorial. This doubling error occurs because the coin was struck more than once with the same die, causing the design to appear twice. It's important to note that not all 2016 pennies will have this error, so finding one can be a bit like finding a needle in a haystack. That's what makes these coins so rare and valuable. If you think you might have one of these error coins, you'll want to get it evaluated by a professional. There are grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, that can examine your coin, determine if it's authentic, and assign it a grade based on its condition. A coin's grade plays a huge role in determining its value, as coins in better condition are worth more. But don't just rush off to sell your penny at the first opportunity. It's important to do your research. While some 2016 D-era pennies have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, others have sold for much less. The condition of the coin, the exact nature of the error, and how many of these coins are still out there will all influence the final price. In recent years, we've seen an increase in interest around rare and error coins, and it's no surprise that the 2016 D Mint Mark penny is among the top contenders. Coin collecting has grown into a popular hobby, and many people are looking for ways to invest in rare items that can appreciate in value over time. With inflation on the rise and the economy in flux, people are looking for new ways to protect and grow their wealth, and rare coins offer one such avenue. But before you rush to your coin jar or go through your collection, remember that not every 2016 D penny is worth a fortune. In fact, most of them are worth only 1 cent. It's the error coins that truly stand out and have the potential to fetch high prices. And these coins are not easy to find. If you do manage to come across one, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. If not, it's still fascinating to learn about the history and the process that led to the creation of these incredibly rare coins. To recap, the 2016 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny could be worth as much as $1.3 million if it has the rare double die error. This error occurred during the minting process, creating a coin with a double design. The scarcity and uniqueness of these error coins are what make them so valuable to collectors. So, if you happen to have one of these pennies, it's worth taking a closer look and having it professionally evaluated. Who knows, you might just find yourself holding a $1 million penny. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their values, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be bringing you more fascinating stories from the world of coin collecting.